Hi, whether you're a trader or investor or investing in mutual fund or making SIP in mutual fund, this analysis will help you to focus, reorganize or realign your investments or do some portfolio management or redistribution of your funds so that you put in a trending sector so that your investments will start moving faster. Now, first, in the case of silver, after a deep correction, we can see that silver is moving in sideways, right? So this sideways can continue for some more time. And after this consolidation is over, will it break upside or will it break downside? We'll come to know as time goes by. Now, as traders, one can keep buying at this lower level somewhere between $64 to $70. So that is somewhere around 2 lakh 20, 2 lakh 30,000 or maybe 2 lakh 20,000 in Indian currency price per kg. And on the higher side, 250, 260, 270, 2 lakh 70,000 per kg on the upper side will be a trading range going forward for some more time, unless and until there is some great positive or great negative news which will distract the whole sideways activity which is present right now. Now, next is gold. Now, after seeing a deep correction in gold, there has been a pullback, but it has pulled back a lot and it's trying to, do sideways activity in this range. So this sideways activity will continue for some more time, and as silver, even gold, based on the developments taking place, will it break on the upper side or will it break on the lower side? We'll try to understand as time goes by. But right now for traders, it can be a great opportunity to keep playing between lower levels and higher levels. Now, for people who are doing SIP in mutual funds, it is suggestible that you stop SIP in gold and silver for some time because already the investments have been good enough. So we'll wait for further direction to reinvest in gold and silver after some time. Those who have necessity, if there's no other go, you need to go and keep buying because it is at the lower end of the trading range. Now, next is important aspect is which sectors are currently very aggressive and very sensitive. Now we see that Nifty PSU Bank is all-time high. So PSU banks are driving the current equity market. Those are feeling the market is not doing good and all. As a trader or investor or even as a mutual fund investor, your focus should be to put in the leading sector, that is the PSU banks. Whenever the market goes down, that time buying in PSU bank ETFs or mutual funds can be a good suggestion or good idea to put money in. But those who are already invested in PSU banks, just keep away from booking, just hold on for some more time. Now at the same time, if you see the PSU banks and the financial services, this is a Nifty financial services. This, if you see, is also making all-time high. That means PSU banking and financial services are doing good. They are leading the market currently. So those who are stopping SIP or stop investment in gold and silver can shift those funds into PSU bank and financial services mutual fund. This is one idea one can work on so that you can reshuffle your portfolio of investments towards public sector bank and financial services. This is one idea possible. Now next one is, if you look at the public sector enterprises, right? Everything public sector banks, public sector enterprises like BHEL, HAL, all these are public sectors. Even if you take Hindustan Zinc, all these things are good public sector enterprises. Now if you see, after a deep correction in public sector enterprises, it pulled back and there was a consolidation here, and this consolidation is getting a breakout. That means the public sector enterprises mutual fund is going to do good going forward. So those who are stopping investments in gold and silver, or those who are considering fresh investments in mutual funds, should consider investing in public sector enterprises currently. This is one idea one can consider. So PSU banks, financial services, public sector enterprises, and banking and financial services. This is one area where freshly money can be put, or if you are stopping investing in gold and silver, that money can be shifted into this particular mutual funds or this particular stocks in this particular sector. So point number one, public sector banks, banking and financial services, public sector enterprises. Now next very interesting aspect is this. If you see the manufacturing index, this is after a great consolidation, after great consolidation for almost more than 1 year, it's now trying to break out. So manufacturing, we all know that Make in India program, we all know that manufacturing is going to be the theme, a decadal theme for India. So manufacturing mutual fund, SIP can be considered, or when it falls, a lump sum investment also can be considered. Those who are doing investments in stocks, you can also consider focusing on fundamentally good manufacturing stocks. That is one aspect one can consider focusing on. The next aspect is the defense. We all know that, like manufacturing, defense is also the theme for the next few years. So now after a great correction in defense, it's again consolidated here, and now started to getting stronger enough. So you can also consider investing in lump sum, or maybe even doing SIP in this particular defense fund. So one has to be focused on this particular sectors, this particular mutual funds, and this particular stocks in the short to medium term to try to invest in the right direction. We should not be worried how is the market. We don't know what is going to happen, because as developments take place, the markets will start shaking up. But what we need to understand is the sectors which are leading, which are driving the current market scenario in that sector, in that mutual fund, in that stocks, we should be focusing, whether our investments, whether our SIPs, whether our trading, we need to focus in these areas so that you are in the right, stable, strong, leading momentum sector. That will give stability to our investments and also better returns in the short term, medium term, and even the long term. As I find more and more such clarity, I will try to share that information. Maybe you can start planning, doing your research, doing your understanding, and accordingly make some allocations in your portfolio so that you may get good returns. Please do your study. This is purely educational purpose. Thank you.